What is up, guys? Redcoat Hater here from Hater Gaming. The long-awaited, the long-wanted. I know everybody's been dying to see it on the channel, but my review of the Dying Light Bozak Horde DLC. I will be having a second video following this. I've already got the gameplay footage, I just gotta edit it. Be coming to the channel of another review, but not for another Dying Light DLC or another game DLC, but actually for the Dying Light Bozak bow review, because it's always good to just see an extra weapon in a game that's just been so filled with so many various weapons and different upgrades for those weapons. So, in other words, I will be having another video coming out of me reviewing the bow, the various arrows, the bow's damage, how I feel about it, do I like to use the bow, and everything like that. But now's not the time to be talking about the bow. Now's Bozak Horde, because I know how much y'all want it. But yes, so let's start off with the gameplay. Gameplay runs very smoothly, just like the regular Dying Light game. I haven't found like really any bug issues. I had one server error where my friend got stuck inside the inventory area. He was swapping out inventory slots and everything. He couldn't get out of it. We had to end the game and restart back from trial 1. We had a problem there. Other than that, I haven't found like any I haven't seen any zombies glitching out through the walls and stuff. Nothing too crazy there. But yeah, gameplay runs pretty smoothly. Feels like just like I'm playing the campaign, just 30,000 times harder because I'm under a time limit for everything that I do. Right? Am I right, guys? Y'all know I'm right. But yeah, definitely the difficulty aspect of it is just outrageous. How you have to, sit there. You're under a time limit for everything that you do. There's a pretty good chance that you might not even make it out of there alive. I mean, I spent days with my buddy Exo Shuriken OX trying to perfect everything that we were doing here. Because if you don't perfect everything, you are going to die so many times. From the straight out of the words of Shuriken, the words straight out of Shuriken's mouth, it's one of those games, or it's one of those DLCs that you are going to have to repeat so many times just so you can get it right and keep on going through. It took me various tries. I remember I was still stuck inside the frickin' parking garage, the very first place that you start. For those of y'all don't know, with Bozak Horde, 3 zones inside the whole thing. There's the parking garage, which is where you start out at. Then you go out into the lobby plaza place, and then you head from there down an elevator into an elevator shaft, ride the elevator up, and you're inside the grand center of the stadium. Now, the way it looked was, for those of y'all that don't know the backstory of Dying Light, the reason why the entire place was like filled with people, and you see all these like foreigners like Brecken and a bunch of the other people. If you go around and you find some of the people, they talk to you. Haran was going to be the next place for the Olympics. In Dying Light, that's the reason why everybody was in Haran, because Haran was going to be the next location for the Olympics. That's why they had to build a stadium. So for those of y'all that whenever you get out to the center of the stadium, which is where the final trials are held inside the center of the stadium, for those of y'all that get out there, that's why the whole place is still crumbled down, not just because of the zombie apocalypse and it's all been torn apart and caved in, but the reason why all those shipping crates are there and all the other stuff, it's because the place was under construction for the Olympics. But yeah, enough about backstory. Let's look into the survival aspect of it. This game takes everything you know about Dying Light and flips it upside down. You don't know, you don't have, the one buddy I was playing with, Shuriken, how I met him through a group that I'm in, Xbox Live and PSN Gamers. We were talking, it was a thing on there, talking about Dying Light. And talking about how difficult this DLC was. He goes under there and he says, it can't be that hard if you have your level 25 duplicated weapons. And I sit there and immediately comment, it's not what you think. They take everything from you. You have nothing. Absolutely nothing. You have to earn everything. And he says, oh, well, that's awesome. So that's how I met him. And because of him and our teamwork together, he is the reason why I'm able to sit here and record this video to put it on my channel and everything. I would not be here if it wasn't for him. I probably would have raged and never done this. But yeah. Thanks, my buddy Shuriken. If you're watching this, thanks, man. Couldn't have done it without you. I know we had a team effort going on, sitting there striving to find perfect plans to get through this. We even went back through, and we even went back through just so that way he could get the separate ending. I'm not going to do any spoilers about the ending. That's a really cool thing that I know some people are going to really love. For those of y'all that do watch this and decide to go out and say, hey, things he's doing are really cool, I might actually want to go out and go try this game sometime. Thanks for that. I'm not going to do any spoilers. But yeah, survival aspect, they take everything from you. You have nothing. You're down, stripped down to your fists, and you got to run. You get a machete after the first trial, which is run and disarm the bomb. That's really all you gotta do in the very first trial. But after that, better save your medkits. You're gonna need them. Don't go down quickly. I mean, normally, in normal campaign, and just free roaming, I get half health. Oh yeah, I got 23 medkits. Let me just go ahead and heal up. I'm at half health. I'll heal up whenever I reach 45 grade damage level health thingy. That word. I'll heal up once I reach level 45. That's all I really need. Very difficult. Now the only way you can get medkits is inside the center plaza. There are 4 medkits on the wall, I believe. 4 sounds about right. Other than that, you have to kill bolters. There are going to be missions where they're going to tell you to go out and kill all the bolters within the given time. If you don't do it, the bolters are just going to explode, and you will not get them. They will explode, and you shall lose those medkits. So, definitely kill your bolters. Easiest way I find to do it is chase them. They'll run towards the corner. As soon as they turn around, you whip out the tackle maneuver. You whip out the tackle move, and it'll immediately knock them back. And if you're lucky, they'll just fall. Either way, they're going to fall on the ground. You might have to go back and stab them. If you're lucky, they'll fall on the ground and they will run into something and snap their necks. I know that actually happened earlier inside this video right here. I ran into a bolter, tackled him. He flew down. There was a bench and just snapped his whole neck and crushed his head in on the bench, and he was down. Oh, dang. Hit the mic. Why am I doing that? Why? But yeah, they go down pretty easily. Only way to get medkits, I mean, most I've ever had at one time was 16. I used just about all of them on the last level. Or second to last, actually. But yeah, very difficult. Weapons grade. Highest one that I found was a Furious Sledgehammer, I believe it was called. It was 300 something damage. Don't recommend picking up the heavy rebars from the goons. They only do like 100 something. They're not very good. But other than that, that's like the highest one. You can go through and you can find American 9mm pistols. They'll give you firecrackers, exploding trap bombs, DIY grenades, DIY throwing knives. Your medkits, of course, which you can find off the bolters in the walls. A Molotov after the first goon challenge. Yeah, there's a Molotov back there along with a machete. Mostly, they don't really give you any blunt weapons besides like the sledgehammer. They don't give you any baseball bats or anything. So you have purple grade hunter's machete, which is the first one. purple grade Ottoman sickle. Second one, which is second highest or third highest. Second highest, not counting the sledgehammer. Military machete orange grade, which does 280 damage. Yeah, 280, I believe. And that's highest, not counting sledgehammer. And then there's also the American 9mm pistols, which I really never use because they're pistols on here. Because you do get double-barreled shotguns, and you really don't run out of ammo. Because I mean, you got 58 rounds. 58 rounds, not counting the 2 that are inside the gun, inside the barrels. 58 rounds. Pistols, don't really use them because I don't need to. There's one mission inside the center stadium, outside by all like the construction equipment. You have to kill all the enemies, and they're all bolters. And then you have another one, which is kill all the bolters before they snatch your reward. Which means kill them all. If you don't kill them all, you won't lose. But you gotta kill all the bolters, and then get as many medkits as you can from them. That's actually a lot of bolters on 2 people, actually. So I don't even know how many it is on 4. But yeah, mostly you're chasing after them. I usually whip out the double-barreled shotgun, clip them in the leg, they're down. Go loot them, move on to the next one. Pretty simple that way. Nothing too fancy there. Hardest challenge on this, to me, challenge 19, it's the one right before the last challenge. It is, you have to go through, I know it's still, it's the same number, I know for 2 players and single player, it's killed 29 virals within the given time limit, and kill, on 2 people it's 2 demolishers, and on 1 player it's 1 demolisher. Kill them within the given time limit. But they do give you, for those, y'all know at the airport, you know, you got the little metal detector gates or whatever that you gotta walk through. Yeah, but it's those, and you run through or slide through those, and they will give you an extra, I believe, a minute to 40 seconds to a minute on your time, I believe. That to me was the hardest challenge. I don't even know how difficult that's going to be with 3 players, because with 3 players we always get stuck on the jerry cans. The most fun challenge that I've had, I don't even know why I'm saying this. It's freaking bozak horde. I don't even know how you can even laugh during this. But I was playing with Shuriken. It was pass through all the checkpoints 2 the second time inside the main plaza, and it was, we were going through checkpoints, and we were pretty much just swapping through, and I was heading to the last ones, and I'm like, okay, you go ahead and go towards the end so we can get cross map. And he was almost there to the end, and I managed to get the last, I got third to last, then I got second, and then the finish line popped up, and he was right there climbing up to the platform where the finish line was, and I rode the zip line down, and I managed to beat him to the finish line, even though I had already told him to be down there. So there's definitely sometimes you could have fun with this. It's just one of those things. The first couple times you do it, you're gonna be like, oh my god, this is too hard, I don't want to do this. Once you beat it and you get the bozak bow, and it's like, oh man, yeah, I can't believe we did it, we're awesome. And then you have to go back and replay it in order to get electric arrows, incendiary arrows, and the regular, and the exploding arrows. You're gonna sit and you'll be like, oh man, I gotta replay this. Once you go back through and you know what you're doing, it's like, oh dude, this is a breeze. I never have to worry about this ever again, just because I'm gonna blow right through it. It's just one of those things that you, at first couple times, you're like, oh dang, too hard. Then you start to have fun with it. You start to be like, okay, yeah, let's do this. You have your devised plan. I'll walk in there with Shuriken, and I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna get middle, and those very first like 3 boxes when you first walk into the plaza, it's gonna be, okay, I'm gonna get middle and right, you go far left. We know, okay, yeah, middle right, far right, and middle left have the bombs in them. The other ones are just duds. We know what to do, when it is, where everything's located, how to get to certain things. Sorry about that, guys. My commentary time limit ended. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call this video. Thanks for watching the bozak horde Dying Light review. Remember, bow reviews coming. I will see y'all next time.